Today we're hiking the Narrows, so we rented some water boots and walking sticks before going into Zion National Park. We took the shuttle to its ninth and final stop, and from there we walked on the Riverside Walk Trail, a 1-mile paved path along the Virgin River that leads to the start of the Narrows. The kids were very excited to go on this hike and were running around like crazy as we made our way to where the Virgin River becomes the trail itself. They were becoming a liability, so we found a little bench to sit and change into our water boots and put them into the backpack carriers. It was a warm 85 degrees in the sun, but we knew once we got into the Slot Canyon, it was going to be mostly in the shade and wading through 60-degree water. Stepping into the river, the adventure truly began. The terrain was rocky and uneven with smooth stones beneath the surface that made every step feel like a careful puzzle.
Are you hiking in the Narrows?
We went extremely slow to make sure we didn't trip with our kids on our back, and the walking sticks were a lifesaver, helping us balance as the current gently pushed against us. About 15 minutes in, we came into a section that went up to our waist, and we slowly went through as Luca and Olivia lifted their feet to avoid the cool water. The canyon walls stretched skyward, their colors shifting between vibrant oranges and muted reds, with streaks of white where the water had carved over the millennial. The Virgin River sparkled in bits of sunlight that peeks through the canyon walls that can reach over 1,000 feet tall. The sounds of flowing water echoed off the towering sandstone cliff, creating a serene yet invigorating atmosphere. We continued on for another 15 minutes until we saw a nice flat rock sitting in the sun. It was a little past noon, so the sun was right above us, giving us some extra warmth as we ate our packed lunches and enjoyed the view. Luca and Andre wanted to have a little extra adventure, so they hiked further down the trail on dry rocks on the side of the river so that they could climb the massive boulder and got a few epic shots in. We relaxed and played around for another 30 minutes or so, and then got the kids back into the backpack carriers so we could head back. We retraced our steps so that we followed the path of lowest water and made our way back. Olivia and Luca were loving this unique experience, but I have to admit, at first I was a little hesitant to do this hike with a 4- and 2-year-old, but I'm so glad we did it. Watching their excitement as we experienced the stunning canyon views from such a unique vantage point made it all worth it. We had to wade waist deep one last time, almost like a rite of passage, before being allowed to find the beginning of the trail. At this point, Luca was quite adamant about not getting wet, so it was a good thing Andre is 6'3", so his feet didn't dangle too low to the cool water. Once we reached the end of the trail, we were immediately greeted by the warm sun. We were soaking wet waist down, but we just finished the mile walk back to the shuttle stop in our wet clothes and boots. I was trying to keep a quick and steady pace so that we could get Olivia back to nap at a reasonable time, but the warm sun combined with the soft rocking of the backpack carrier lulled her to sleep right in the backpack. We spotted some deer drinking in the river and slowed down a bit to take in some final views and vibes. The shuttle ride back to the visitor center took about 45 minutes, where we were able to see more spectacular views from her seats while Olivia continued her backpack nap. She woke up right before we got there, giving her a solid hour nap. It was an amazing day, and I could not recommend this hike enough.